This is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to tell women that men do not care about your loyalty, so stop trying to make them. Again, this is to women. Ladies, men do not care about your loyalty, so stop trying to make them. So what do I mean by this? I've noticed throughout the years I've been on this planet that a lot of times women like to hold over a guy's head that she's been faithful or monogamous. And let me say this on the record, that a woman does this, it's 50-50 chance that she could have been faithful the whole time, or she could not have been. You know, so when she tries to hold that over a dude's head to make him feel bad about cheating on her, and she says to him, well, I've been faithful. I never cheated on you. I never cheated on you. And that's supposed to make him feel bad. That, you know, she could be lying or she could be telling the truth. So I just want to get that out the way, that just because a person said they never cheat on you doesn't mean that's true. They could just be saying that to put a guilt trip on you. I know why they're doing it, but it doesn't mean they're telling the truth as far as if they was or not. But let's just pretend she was being faithful. So what women do, I've noticed, it kind of reminds me of T.I. and Tiny. Basically, I seen a clip from last season where I guess he was mad about her hanging out with Floyd Mayweather, and she was mad about him cheating with different women, and they met up at dinner, and he was saying, oh, you hanging out with a guy I got an issue with, and she said, well, you slept with one of my, it was a woman that she knew, or one of her artists. And they were arguing. She said, you know, I've never been disloyal to you. I never cheated. And my thing was, when she said that, I wondered to myself, what is the point of you telling him this? Oh, you think he cares about your loyalty? So see, I know how women do this. So basically, let me get to the point. A woman will basically try to hold over a guy's head that she's been faithful to him, monogamous. So usually this happens when the man has been caught cheating, or he's doing it multiple times. An argument ensues, and excuse me, I'm outside and you probably hear a lot of talking. An argument ensues, and basically during this argument, she's they're arguing back and forth, and she says, oh, I never cheated on you, I've been loyal to you, I never cheated. And then the dude have a stupid look on his face. Now the purpose of her doing this, in my opinion, and I already know why she's doing this. It's to put a guilt trip on him. And this is supposed to make him feel bad about the cheating he's done, and to, most importantly, get him to stop doing it again. Because, yeah, he's done it before, and she's upset about it. But the most important thing on her mind at that moment is to stop him from doing it again. To basically put a guilt trip on him to prevent him from doing it again. Let me walk down because these people are talking so loud. So it's to basically put a guilt trip on him. That's basically what she's doing. Okay. And that doesn't work, ladies. It doesn't work. I know in your mind you think, oh, if I prove to him and show him that I'm loyal, that he cares, and that he would care enough to stop cheating. And so basically that's the motive of all of this. The motive is to get him to stop cheating. So one of the strategies women do is say, well, I've been loyal to you, so this, you know, you need to appreciate that. He doesn't. That's on you that you're being loyal. That's on you that you're being loyal to a man that keeps cheating on you. Like, that has nothing to do with him. That's the decision that you're making. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, if I cheat back and he finds out, then he's going to end it. Okay, ask yourself a question, ladies. Why would you want to be with someone who constantly cheats on you, but demands for you to be faithful? Do you know the psychological torture this person's putting you through? But you don't care because you want to still be married, or you still want to have a boyfriend. So you put yourself through that, and you allow this person to be a hypocrite, because that's what a hypocrite is. Somebody who does something, but if you do it, then it's a problem. Okay, so another thing I've noticed too, I had a woman, an older woman, tell me that if you was to ever cheat on your boyfriend or a boyfriend or whoever you with, she said, don't ever let him know, don't ever tell him. He can never find out. This is what she told me. And this older woman was also with a man who cheated on her for many years, and they were living apart and everything. They're still married, and this man has disrespected her. They pretty much live separate lives, but she's still married to him. And she's really into her, she's into religion. And she said that her thing isn't cheating. So she told me her thing isn't cheating. But this man and her live separately. He sees other women. Well, they're older now, but back in the day, you know, he wouldn't come home till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he would do whatever the hell he wanted to do. I think he gave her sexually transmitted diseases multiple times. Yeah, very disrespectful. And they just live separate lives. And she said that she wasn't really into cheating, and so, you know, she got into religion. And my thing was, I kind of felt bad for her because she said her thing isn't cheating. And my thing is, you're not cheating if he's sleeping with other women. That's not cheating. Like, if he's sleeping with other women, then you're entitled to sleep with other men. If he's sleeping with other women and you decide to sleep with other men, how is that cheating? You guys are just in an open relationship at this point. That's not cheating. See, if I was her, and dude, they've been married for a very long time. If I was her, once he decided he did not want to be a husband to me anymore, I would stay married to him, so he kept paying them damn bills, and I would have been actively trying to date other men. And I'd have found me a better man. I would have remarried and then dumped him. That's what I would have did. But she decided to stay married to him, and she's still trying to hold a torch for him, and, you know, emotional torch, like wanting him to still act a certain way. Like, the marriage is over. Just because you're still married on paper doesn't mean y'all are married. If this person's not treating you what they did in the beginning, in my opinion, the marriage is over. And so you need to start dating other people. If this person's actively with other women, why are you not actively with other men? And you don't have to tell him anything. Like, women always say, don't tell him, don't never tell him you cheated back and all that. No, you don't have to. You just need to do it. You don't have to tell any goddamn thing. What you tell? He didn't tell you he was cheating. He just did it right, and you found out, right? Did he tell you? Did he come home and say, yeah, I've been cheating on you? No, he was sneaking, lying, doing it behind your back, right? So that's what you do. You're just mimicking him. If those are the games he want to play them. So I just think with women, in this loyalty thing, they think men care about their loyalty. So if you catch your significant other, your boyfriend or husband cheating on you, and you beat him over the head with, I've never cheated on you before, what response are you expecting from him? What can he say? And that's what you want, right? You want him to feel guilt. But like I said, most importantly, you're saying it to him because you're hoping that he will feel bad for cheating on you while you're being faithful, and then he will then not do it again. Is that what you're hoping? That's not gonna work, because let's be honest, when he was cheating on you, he assumed you was faithful then, right? So obviously you being faithful doesn't determine his actions that much. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but ladies, most men, when you get with them initially, especially not initially, but if you've been together, let's say especially over a year or two, he feels, especially if he sees how much attached you are to him and he sees how you treat him, he's under the assumption that you're being faithful, especially if he's got to know the kind of woman you are. He kind of pretty much knows the kind of woman you are at that point. So he, you know, he might still have doubt, and he still know that you could be sleeping around with someone else, but for the most part, he already established in his head that he thinks that you're monogamous and that he thinks that you're faithful based upon your actions and how you treat him. So since he's assuming you're being faithful, right? During this period of him assuming you're faithful, he was cheating on you all this time, right? Think about this. What makes that mean that he didn't care about your loyalty? Because when he was cheating on you, he assumed that you was faithful. That's part of the reason why he was hiding from you. I mean, if you know a person's cheating on you too, why would you hide that you're cheating on them back? Like that makes sense. The reason why dudes hide the cheating from you is because they don't want to break up from you. They don't want to break up with you, and they know you're going to be upset, and they think that you're being faithful. Because I just really doubt a dude will hide cheating from you if you guys like in an open relationship. Well, it wouldn't even be cheating then, but if he knew that you were sleeping with the dude next door, the dude downstairs, and that you had multiple sexual partners, why would he hide it from you that he slept with old girl? He might not come home and say, you know, oh babe, I'm finna go to Jennifer's house. He might not do that, but if you called him, he's somewhere over Jennifer's house, I'll be home when I get done, and then he comes home and you're like, what were you over doing? He's like, we were having sex. He probably just tell you that because he knows you sleeping with other men. But usually a man hides the cheating from you, right, ladies? They hide it from you when they feel that you're being monogamous. So now follow me here. I know this sounds kind of weird, but follow me here. So when he was cheating on you, he assumed you was loyal, right? So why ladies, when you catch a dude cheating on you, why do you try to beat him over the head with, I've never cheated on you? He figured that. He kind of knew you didn't. That's why he was hiding it from you, because he figured you was being faithful, and once you found out that he was doing it, you would have broke up with him. So women always kind of throw down that ace card during an argument. Well, I've been faithful to you, and that's supposed to make him feel bad. That doesn't mean anything to him, because he been knew that you were being faithful. That's why he was hiding his cheating from you. Okay, you being faithful, your loyalty is not going to stop him from doing what he wants to do. And that's what I want to tell ladies. He doesn't care really about your loyalty. If he's going to cheat, he's going to do it. And if that's the kind of person he is, and he doesn't value the relationship, and he doesn't have sexual discipline, and I could go through the list of things, he's going to cheat on you, whether you're faithful or not. So I'm not telling you to not be faithful. I'm just saying, in my opinion, especially if you find out that he's cheating on you, why are you being loyal? Why are you being sexually loyal to him? Especially if you decide to stay with him. It's one thing if you just break up with him, but if you decide to stay with him and he's cheating on you multiple times, why you keep talking about your loyalty to him? You sound, in my opinion, you sound weird telling people that you're faithful to a man who's not faithful. That doesn't make any common sense. And look, I know men have a high sex drive, blah blah blah. Some women, because I'm like that. I'm like that as far as okay, I know men have a high sex drive, but my sex drive is moderate, and it can be quite low, especially if I'm going through things emotionally and mentally. It can just literally go away. So I'm not like men in that sense. However, I understand women that do have a high sex drive, and I applaud them, and I'm actually jealous of women with that really high sex drive, because women with a really high sex drive, they can bounce from guy to guy, and they can have unemotional sex, and it's just, yeah, I'm jealous of them. I've always been jealous of women like that. Me, I'm more emotional, and I get more attached. That's why I like committed long-term relationships more, because of how I'm just how I'm wired. But I can de-wire myself. It's just certain things I would have to do that. But I can definitely, as I call it, deprogram myself to be a different way. But it would just take some practice, because I'm used to being in long term. I like relationships and just sharing myself with one person, and that's the person who I have the emotional attachment with, and that's who I prefer to share myself with. And that's how I think a significant amount of women are, and there's nothing wrong with being like that. But men are different, and we're dealing with a world that's very sexually charged. So there's a high possibility that you will get into a situation where the man possibly has stepped out. And like I said, I just get tired of seeing women beat dudes over the head with this I'm loyal. He doesn't care about your loyalty, because if he cared about it, he wouldn't have did it in the first place. Because when he was cheating on you, remember, he didn't know for a fact you were being loyal, but he suspected that you was, because that's why he was hiding it. If he really thought you wasn't being loyal, why the hell would he hide it? Why would he deny that he did and all that? It's because he figured you were being faithful, and you were going to be upset once you found out that he wasn't. So ladies, please stop thinking that that men care about your loyalty, because they don't. Stop trying to make them care. If you catch them cheating, you talking about I've been faithful and all that, that's not going to make them, they might feel a little bit bad about it, but then they might hit you with, well, how I know you've been, because I had that happen to me where I told her, I said, well, I've been faithful, I never cheated during our relationship. And he said, well, how do I know that? So that's all they're gonna hit you with. They're gonna hit you with the how do I know that? And it's a legitimate statement. How do they really know that you were being loyal? I mean, you can say that you were loyal to him, but how does he really? He doesn't really actually freaking know. Nobody really knows for a fact that a person's been loyal to them. Let's be honest. So, but most people can kind of tell. They can tell, and a man definitely can tell if his woman's not, in my opinion, stepping out, and that's why he hides it. He would have no reason to hide it if he knew you were being with other people, or he suspected. Well, what would he be hiding it for? Y'all obviously can sleep with other people, and there's nothing to hide. So I don't know if you women agree with my point of view on this, but I just get tired of seeing women do this to themselves, keep beating a dude over the head with the I was faithful to you, and he's supposed to respond how? He can literally just say, well, how do I know that? And you think by telling him you've been faithful, that's going to stop him from cheating again? No, because then you being loyal and stop him from cheating at first. So why would it stop him now that he's been being caught? You can't completely make a man, you can't make a gentleman feel bad enough about cheating to get him to stop. So you can't guilt him enough to get him to stop. You literally can't. It has to be something that he's decided, his penis decided not to do, and he's made a conscious effort to not do. You can beat him over the head, well, I've been loyal, how could you do this to me? You can do that all you want to. Is that going to really stop him? He is his own individual. Only person can stop him is him. And your loyalty is not going to stop him, and he doesn't care about it.